Hey everybody, welcome to the real United States. I'm your host, Paul Campbell. Behind the camera as always is our camera operator and my wife, Beverly Campbell. And we are here in Port Huron, Michigan, just below the Blue Water Bridge between Port Huron and Sarnia, Canada. And I'm shooting a little BTS for everyone. Not quite sure how I'm going to work this all in, but I wanted to show you us getting the new Jib-crane, or the newest iteration of the Jib-crane, unloaded. Got the sun kind of in my face. It's still relatively early in the morning. And we wanted to show you us getting set up here, getting ready to shoot for today. So this is our new Jib-crane. You see I got it strapped down really good because we had a 4-hour drive to get over here. And so now we're going to try and get it unloaded and across to where we need to have it set up and get all the weights on, get it counterbalanced, and get going. So this is basically the process of us getting it unloaded. So I'm going to just let the camera run and we'll use what we can use. Take the weights off. Better?
Yes.
Okay, bring her down. I think it'll go down, huh? Just pick up the boom. Careful, camera. Okay, let her down. There we are. Something cute, hopefully. Finally. I've got to take this down to where there's a crossover on these railroad tracks, because I don't feel like carrying it over the top of the railroad tracks. It's kind of heavy. See, that's much easier. It's not even 9 o'clock in the morning and I'm already breaking a sweat. There's a couple parked in a car here that seem very curious about what this large piece of equipment is that I'm unloading. And there's the human tripod following me along. So this is where we're going to set up on the edge of the river to shoot today's episode on the Port Huron float down. And this monstrosity is my mobile Jib-crane, because the problem we were having with the Jib-crane was that the support structure, the tripod I was using wasn't strong enough. And the whole thing with the counterweights was just very, very heavy to move around. So now I can move the whole crane and the weights and everything very easily, as you can see. So I guess we'll cut there and we'll go ahead and we'll put it back on the tripod and see if we can get some footage of me setting it up. Okay, I've got a simple bolt and a wing nut here that I go ahead and I pull out and slide this out to its appropriate length. Then I got to get the control cable for the head in place. Which is probably the biggest difficulty in this whole process. Yeah, I'm out there. Now we tighten the turnbuckle. I suppose I shouldn't have my back to the camera. And there is the mobile pocket jib. You want to grab the camera, hon? Might as well grab the monitor while you're there. It's a little warmer today than I would like it to be. Trying not to break a sweat this early in the morning and failing miserably. Beautiful day out though. It was raining yesterday. We got into town last night and it was raining, not hard, but just enough to be miserable and overcast skies, lousy light. We were really concerned about it, but today it is cleared out. We have perfectly clear skies, good light. So this is going to be a good shoot. I mean, the only downside is that we got to sit here for about 5 hours before the action's really going to start to happen. Setting up a jib crane is a lot more elaborate than the DIY guys make it look like on their videos. And of course, Beverly has laryngitis, so this is going to be even more challenging trying to communicate with each other today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm going to put a safety on here. Not that I've ever had it fall off, but since we're going to be swinging it out over the rocks in the water, I'd prefer to have a safety on it. Okay, now our counterweights go on. This is to counterbalance the weight of the camera out on the end of that arm. Well, looks like it's going to be around 45 pounds on the back. It's going to put us really close. And then I'm going to put a 5 right about here. And that should get us just about almost perfectly balanced. It's not exact, but it is in fact very, very close. And that is very nearly balanced, folks.
That's about as good as it's going to get.
That is just about perfectly balanced. Now we bought wheel chalks to chalk up the wheels. I'm not sure if we're going to need them on this gravel. It seems to be relatively stable. And that's pretty much it. There is the new pocket jib crane with the cart that we've attached it to, so it's totally mobile and we can move it and the weights. And this is what we'll be using to shoot a lot of the footage today out over the river. So we should be able to get some very nice shots. And by the time the action starts, the sun will be moved out of our faces, so I'll be able to actually see what's going on. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing us set up and install our pocket jib crane, our mobile pocket jib crane that we're going to be using here in the future. And you can see I've had to shore up the legs so it's stable, because there's quite a lot of weight on this whole thing. And that's it. It's a relatively simple device.
Hi there.
How you doing? So I'd like to thank you for joining us here in the real United States. I hope you enjoyed this short episode on our pocket jib crane setup here in Port Huron. And we hope you'll subscribe and join us for future episodes if you haven't already. And if you have questions, comments, just want to say hi, leave it in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for watching.